Well, hello everybody. How are you guys doing tonight? It's time for Stamping with Lisa. This is Lisa Freeman from stampingwithlisa.com, and I am coming to you on Monday night. Let's see, what's today? February 22nd. And I want to show you this beautiful card that I made today, and also this beautiful box that I made to go with it. So I'm going to do the video tonight for the card, and I'll see how my time goes, because I don't think I can do both of them in the same video, because I try to keep them short and maybe 15 to 20 minutes, and I don't think I could do both of them in that time. So I'll do two separate videos, and tonight we're going to do the card first, and then maybe later tonight, see what time it is, or tomorrow I'll do the box. So let me get my computer going, see if anybody's on. Looks like we've got somebody watching, but I can't see who it is. And hopefully you can hear me, because I just got a microphone and I plugged it into my phone, so hopefully it's working. I tried to test it and couldn't figure out how to work it, but I just plugged it into my phone and I'm hoping that it's working. So, hey Michelle, can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me good, because I've got a microphone now. So hopefully it's coming through. Just give me a thumbs up or yes and let me know. And I also got a better light, but it's kind of hard to tell because it still looks like the same thing. Can you hear me, Michelle? Let me know. I'm going to go ahead and do the card and show you. This is a brand new bundle or suite that we have. Okay, great. Sound is perfect. And it's not in the catalog yet. This is going to be in the new catalog that comes out in May. And it's called Butterfly Brilliance Bundle or Butterfly Bouquet Suite. I wish they would just go ahead and name everything the same, but the suite and the bundle are always different names, so it's hard to remember which one's which. But the stamp set and the dies together is called Butterfly Brilliance. This whole suite is Butterfly Bouquet. So let me show you what comes in there. You get the stamp set and the dies, and this is just like that Mini Messages stamp set that's in this Spring Mini. So it's one big giant stamp. This is all one stamp and one die, and it cuts it out all at one time. So you're just going to stamp it once, cut it once, and then you'll have all these butterflies. Then it also comes with these dies, which are the intricate ones, so you can cut out both and have like some really delicate thing to put on top. And I don't think I brought one with me. No, I don't see it in my box. But it's really, really pretty when you have them both together. So that's the stamp set and the die. And then you also get this pack of paper, which is called Butterfly Bijou. I don't know where they come up with that name. It sounds kind of French. I want to say bougie when I look at it, but it's bijou. All right, you get 6x6, 48 sheets. There are 6 different patterns, and here are the patterns, like that. And then when you flip them over, you have these. So today I'm using this one, the back of that. So they're all beautiful. This one I used yesterday. So if you didn't see my video from yesterday, make sure you check that out. Oh, one more thing. The die also goes with this piece of paper. So you can cut out all of these butterflies at the same time. Isn't that cool? So 6 butterflies, 1 cut. Boom, you're done. All right. Hey, Sharon. Thank you. All right. So let's get started. I'm going to show you the supplies that you need to do this one. Oops. So you need this piece, and I forgot to put my little sticky notes on here. All right, so this one is 5.5 by 6.5 white, and then this is 8.5 by 5.5, and I folded it in half. This is 5.25 by 4, and this is Pretty Peacock. This is the designer paper, and this one is 3 3/4 by 5. Then this one is 4 by 2 3/4. And that's also Pretty Peacock. And this one is 3 3/4 by 2.5. And then I've also got 2 circles, a Pretty Peacock and a white. This one is 2 1/4, and this one is 2. So sorry about that. Usually I write on sticky notes all the measurements, but if you didn't get them, just rewind it and play it again. And then you could have them all. All right, so what we're going to do first is the butterfly. So you need this big piece. That's why I cut this big one. And you need a stamparatus. If you don't have a stamparatus, you need to get one, because this stamp is hard to do without having it, because usually the first time you ink it up, it does not come out like super dark. So I always like to do it twice. So that's why you need this, because you can always ink it up again. So we're going to put the stamp set under the lid, or the top part of it, just to make it flat so that it's easier to ink it up. And we're just going to tap that on there. I also found a neat trick. I don't know if it's a trick or that I discovered it, but I was having a hard time getting it to come out in certain spots. So this is what I did, and you're probably going to laugh, and it's probably going to shake the camera, but this is what came out better. So I've got this right in the corner, and normally I just sit here and press and press and press, but I went like this, and hopefully the camera's not going to shake. But I just pounded it on each one. My whole desk is shaking. And I see the camera shaking too. So I'll try not to pound it. But I'm telling you what, it came out so much better. All right, so let's see if that worked. And it does, except for this one I missed. Let me see if I can just get it back in there and pound it a little bit. I hate to shake the camera. Okay, hopefully that worked. Yeah, much better. Okay, so let me stick my scrap paper back in here so it doesn't mess up my pad. And so then we have all these beautiful butterflies. So what I did next was I took the blender pen, and I don't know if you can do this in one step or not. I did the blender pen, then I did the Wink of Stella. So I'm going to do both and see which one works better. So I did, let's just start with this one. I took the blender pen and I just went over top of it. So there's nothing in here. It's just clear glycerin. And I just went and kind of colored this in a little bit. And I left some parts white, but I thought that just gave it a really, really pretty look. So we'll do that. And then I came in with the Wink of Stella and put the glitter on it. So it gets really shimmery and it just looks so pretty. And then I'm going to do another one with just the Wink of Stella and see if it'll work without the blender pen. I don't know if it will or not, but we'll see. All right, let's try this one. Let's see. Oh, it does work. Okay, so you don't even have to use the blender pen. Okay, so you can just take the Wink of Stella and just color that in, like boom. And you want to do this while the ink is still kind of wet, because once it sits for a while, it's not going to pull the ink this well, and it's just not going to work. So you need to do it really as soon as you stamp it. That's why I'm going to go ahead and do them all right now, because if I wait till after I do this video, it's probably not going to work, and then I won't have all these done. But the good thing is then you have all these butterflies already ready to go, and then you just pop them out and boom, you can make a ton of stuff. So isn't this pretty? Oh my gosh, let me hold it up so you can see it. Can you guys see that sparkle on there? I know you probably can't see it in the camera. It never looks as good as when I do it like up close and personal, but hopefully you can see it. But see the difference like on this butterfly between this side and this side? I just think it's so pretty, because at first I stamped it and I was doing the card with just the plain ink, and I was like, I need some pizzazz on there. So then I did the blender pen and I was like, oh, I think I need some sparkle. So I did the Wink of Stella, and it just was like so pretty. And I said, oh my gosh, I gotta do the whole thing. So then I did all of them. And then the box that I made, in case you didn't see the beginning of the video, this is the box that I'm making also, but I'm probably going to do another video for that, because I think this is going to take too much time to do the card, so I won't have time to do both of them in the same video. Because the other day when I did a video and it was like 25 minutes, it took like an hour to upload to YouTube, and I was like, oh my gosh, I got so tired of waiting. So I try to keep these videos like 15 or 20 minutes. But once you do this, this is the hard part, then the whole rest of the card is really easy. All right, so there's all your butterflies. Oh my gosh, they're so beautiful. Okay, then you just want to cut it out. So you just take your die, you match it up on here, and just line it up, and it lines up perfectly. You just kind of look for the antennas. As long as the antennas are in the right spot, you're good. And I've got some washi tape on here that I use to hold it down. Then you're going to put this through the Big Shot. Nope, not Big Shot anymore. Sorry. It's called the Stampin' Die. No, what is it called? Stampin' Die Cutting and Emboss Machine. Stampin' Emboss and Die Cut. I don't know. I don't remember the name of it. But it's the Stampin' Up cutting and die cutting and embossing machine. So it's not as easy to remember as the Big Shot, but it's basically the same thing. It works a little bit better and it's a little bit prettier. So there you go. So when you do this, you pop it in there and then you get all of these punched out. And these are actually more than one set because that goes with the other one. I just did a whole bunch of them at the same time. So this is like 2 sets here. All right, so that's what you get. Actually, wait a minute, there's 2 of them. I'm missing one. I think I used it on my card already. All right, so you get these plus 1 more. I think this one, nope. This is the one that's missing, this one right here. All right, so they all come out so pretty, easy, boom, 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 you're done. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So now we're just gonna put it together. So we've got these 2 pieces. We're gonna glue those together. So I'm gonna use my green glue and just put some of that on the back and glue it down. So really, once you get the butterflies done, all you gotta do is put the card together. I've got to stamp the words and that's it. So this is my 2-inch circle and I'm just gonna do Pretty Peacock with my happy birthday and put it close to the bottom so my butterfly can be flying right off of it. And then let that dry for a second. My pad's really juicy. I just re-inked it. I'm gonna glue these 2 together, and this piece is from Forever Fern. I think it's the name of the designer paper. I saw it and I was like, oh, these go together really well because they're the same color pretty much. I think that's Pretty Peacock too. I don't know. It didn't say that on the pack of paper that it had Pretty Peacock in there, but it looks like Pretty Peacock to me. All right, so then we're gonna put this piece right here, right around the middle. And let me cut this. So this ribbon comes in a pack, I think of 3, maybe. I don't know. I should have looked all that up. It's in the big catalog though. I think it's with the Forever Fern. Whoops, I got a piece of fuzz in there. But it has, I think, this one and then a white one and then another one, but I can't remember. But it's in the back of the big catalog. So then this goes down on the white. I always love it when I do a video and I can't remember anything. I need to write it all down ahead of time. But then you can go do a scavenger hunt and look for it. Hey, Susan. All right, so then we're gonna put this one on with, no, I think I didn't use dimensionals. I just did it flat. So I'll just glue it down. And I did do it just a little bit off to the left because I want my circle kind of coming off the other side. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the back of this and glue that down. Today when I made this, I smeared it, so I had to do another one. So it should be dry. Yeah, it's dry. Okay. All right, then I need another piece of ribbon. So I'm just going to cut it and then cut it in half. So this is just like maybe 1.5 inches or so. And then I'm going to put some tape on the back of this. And, oh, where'd my tape go? Right in front of me, right in front of me. Okay, so we're putting tape on this. And then we want to have it coming off the bottom. So it's going to be like little, what do you call those? When you have like a first place, you know, ribbon. What are those called? Like banners or something. I can't remember. I think I'm getting Alzheimer's or something. It's just nerves doing these videos. What are those things called when you have them hanging off like a circle? I don't remember. All right, so we're going to put some dimensionals on the back of that. Maybe like 3 will work. Maybe 4. I cut them in half. When I get down to the edges, I cut them all in half because you don't want to waste any. Oops, just pulling the ribbon off. Okay. Get all these little stickies off. You know, you can tell you're a stamper when you walk around your house and there's these little pieces of the back of the dimensionals everywhere you go. I find them in my bathroom, in my bedroom, sometimes in my bed. I think they just stick to my feet or something. All right, so we're going to put this one right here. Actually, I want these a little bit over. I think I want it like over here to the side a little bit. That's better. All right, so we're going to put this right on the edge. Don't you love it when I just talk to myself? Hey, Deborah, yay, you made it. All right, and then we're going to use, let's see, this one. And I saw a neat little trick. Let me see if I can find my scissors. All right, so if you take this and you just go on either side of the butterfly and kind of use the scissors to crease it a little bit, then you get this kind of flat part on the bottom, and that's where I'm putting my dimension on, and it makes it stick up better. So I thought that was a cool little trick. So it's kind of on a little edge there, and it makes it flat in the middle, but then it kind of flies off the page better. So I want that a little bit lower. Oops. Okay. So there we go. And then we want to put some opals on here. So I've got the opal rounds, and I colored these with the Bermuda Bay Light Stampin' Blend. So I just colored those ahead of time to try and save a little bit of time. And we're going to put a couple of these on the butterfly. And these come in that seashell stamp set. That's like a suite with the seashells, and these little opal rounds come in there. And they're white. They're kind of white with little pink dots in the middle. And then I just colored them blue. Oops, didn't get the sticky. All right, so then we're going to put a couple of these. Let me do one like here. And I'll put another one maybe right there. And I think that's pretty good. And we are all set. That's my card. So let me know what you think. Thank you. Hey, Betsy. How are you doing? All right, so you guys like it? Tell me what you think. I'm going to do a new thing now. So if you're watching my video on Facebook or YouTube, if you leave a comment and I pick your name, I'm going to pick the names probably in a couple days out of all the comments. So if I pick your name, you get this card in the mail. So make sure you leave a comment and tell me what you think. Oh, you think I still sound stuffy? I don't think. I don't feel stuffy. I know I could be a little bit, but I don't feel like it. I think I feel pretty good. But I could be nasally because of that COVID I had. All right, so leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Thank you so much for joining me. And it's only 7:20, so I think I might go ahead and stop the video, then go ahead and do this one. So hang on just about maybe 10 minutes. Let me get set up for that one, and I'll go ahead and do the box. It's pretty much the same, but it's a really cool box, and I'm going to show you how I did it. So if you're watching on YouTube, don't forget leave a comment, and you could win this card in the mail. Also, make sure you subscribe and like and all that stuff. Hit the bell. All that stuff you do on YouTube. I would really appreciate it. And if you don't have a demonstrator, please make sure you go here to my website, stampingwithlisa.com, and click the shopping button. You can get whatever you want. And also, don't forget it's Celebration. For every $50 you order, you get a free item from the Celebration catalog, and that ends this week. We've only got 1 week left. Actually, 6 more days. It ends at the end of the month. So, thank you guys for joining me, and I will be back in about 10 minutes. So, stick around, okay? Bye-bye.